One thing I overlooked in my travels so far was something that would be absolutely critical for the remainder of the US campaign. Having been one-tapped through smoke one too many times in CS, using smoke grenades in a COD game felt like a meme. But in World at War, they're actually OP. As if Moses himself had parted the battlefield for us, this versatile white gas was essentially a metaphorical wall that we could deploy to cut off enemy crossfire, choke points, or completely disappear from enemy radar. Being completely invisible to the enemy meant that we could quickly make uncontested advances into a level, like on Hard Landing, where after destroying the tanks on the airfield and flanking right, we can smoke off the entirety of the Japanese defense here to create a safe path to this wooden wall, which was coincidentally the invisible trigger that pushes our friendly soldiers up. This move quickly prevents any further enemies from spawning in and converts what was a 10+ minute fight littered with reset potential into a consistently safe 20-second run. With Polonsky firmly monitored like a child throughout this entire fight, we arrive at the AA turrets to finally commence the end of the level. With enemy reinforcements arriving to retake said airfield facing insurmountable odds, Roebuck tells us to get on the AA guns to begin defending our position. Now, I like Roebuck, and whilst I respect the chain of command in the politest possible way, I won't be doing that. Setting foot on any of those AA guns is simply a way to fast travel back to the main menu in disguise. In reality, the most effective strategy here is to do nothing. The final fight for Hard Landing is actually on a timer or a kill limit, whichever comes first, so there's actually no need to put ourselves in any danger. But not wanting to look like a little bitch, our contributions to the war effort enforce the kill limit, signaling US bombers to sweep in from the freshly liberated skies and delete the reinforcing enemy for good, giving us a brand new PB in the process. But whilst we celebrated victory in the Pacific, over in the east, the future of the war was being decided in the city of Stalingrad, where two men were looking to hit the trick shot.
I got me some fried chicken. I know, I'm chicken market. Some niggas in trench. Crazy.
The Enemy at the Gates multiverse opens to the aftermath of Order 66, where we team up with
There's
Sergeant
a big black
Victor
man
Reznov,
chasing you.
who I assumed was real, as we follow his relentless hunt for Lieutenant General Heinrich Amsel, the man responsible for the reprehensible war crimes occurring in Stalingrad, including but not limited to the raising of Freddo prices to £1. Truly reprehensible evil. With Reznov's masturbating hand out of action, he entrusts the task of assassinating Amsel to us.
Shoot now!
With the general nowhere to be seen, we continue to track his movement through the streets of Stalingrad, looking for that opportune moment to strike. However, this fateful path had put us on a collision course with what was quite possibly the last thing anybody on a permadeath run ever wants to encounter. A German sniper across the river had acquired us in his sights. Not only did he have the drop on us, but having Stopping Power Pro meant that all of his shots were a one-hit kill, which, let me tell you, was full-blown arse cheeks. Okay then. Just go fuck myself. Failing pretty much everything about this fight, I wasn't going to be taking the entirety of the blame for my second attempt.
Third floor, left side. Third floor, left side.
The one-hit kill nature of this fight certainly elevated the cortisol levels here, but it likely would have been manageable had this guy not literally been aimbotting.
They spotted you. Get over to the window.
In a further layer to this decadent cake of horseshit, even if you did land the most confirmed headshot of all time, you needed to hit 2 more shots to finally beat him.
You just grazed him.
Classic COD hit reg. After giving FaZe Friedrichs the finishing clips to his montage a few deaths later, and we get another shot at Quick Scope Redemption. The Quick Scope battle that ensued inside this Stalingrad Tesco Express probably wasn't going to win us any calls from FaZe Clan, but after humiliating ourselves for the past 3 attempts, we take those.
What the fuck?
But we had no time for celebratory vodka shots. The Germans were hot on our heels as they began making our heels hot downstairs. Reznov tells us to hold our breath as the building goes up in flames around us, but it smelt more like he'd just farted in our slipstream and was trying to cover it up. Regardless
to
of
the
the question of
church.
whoever had smelt it could potentially have dealt it, mere seconds later I